What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Chi DeVayne, and today I will be counting down my favorite lip sync stunts from RuPaul's Drag Race. Baby, from the moment I came out of mama's womb, honey, I was deaf dropping and splitting, so it comes natural for your girl. There's a whole plethora of stunts that you can pull on stage, honey. So when you find yourself losing that audience, that's when you pull out a stunt. From season 1, Miss Akasha and Miss Shannel. You know how you're in a nightclub, honey, and you see crickets and you hear crickets in the crowd? She's a girl that knew how to turn it up and show a little bit of vulnerability by letting her wig fly off. Honey, let me tell you, Shannel had that way planned out, honey. She's a smart cookie. When that wig fell off, I lost my mind, honey. You gotta use what you got to get what you want. And Miss Shannel knew what she was doing. She bounced it off. She knew what she was doing. Wardrobe malfunctions, honey, they always get the crowd going. Just take it from Janet Jackson. Season 2, Sonique and Morgan McMichael's Two of Hearts. Oh my God, everybody knows I'm a tumbling queen and I'm a sucker for a good old backflip. Miss Sonique, girl, you wore that runway out, honey. Didn't she? She did like 300 backflips. And I think Miss Morgan was a little bitter. Yeah, this is a lip sync contest and not a gymnastics contest. In the end, Morgan still won the lip sync because it's all about knowing your words. Yes, God, props to you, Miss Sonique, for showing the judges what you can do, girl. If you got the background, use it, honey, and Miss Thing is a great gymnast. Season 3, Raja and Carmen. Oh, honey, it has me all hot and bothered. When Raja and Carmen started taking off their clothes, oh my God, it was epic. Miss Raja said, oh no, Miss Carmen, you are not gonna show me up in the body category this time, honey. Miss Thing crawled right on top of her, and she just started going for it. It just goes to show you that you don't have to be an acrobat all the time to give a great lip sync performance. If you're gonna sell sex, honey, sell the sex. Season 3, we learned that drag is not a contact sport. When Mimi first picked up India Farah, my heart dropped to my ass, honey. Oh my God, because no one was expecting them to have a full-on WWF SummerSlam right in front of the judges. It was epic. It was epic. One thing about that Mimi, that girl is smart. She knows how to throw a girl off her game. Just pick her up and body slam her ass. Season 3, Manila versus Delta. Oh my God. This was so emotional because those two were best of friends. They ultimately knew that somebody had to go home. Sometimes it's the small, subtle stunts that will tip you right over the edge, honey, and get you in the game. That Manila Luzon crossing her eyes and smearing her makeup, girl, you had that one in the bag. Up next, we have season 4's Milan versus Madame LaQueer. Madame LaQueer being a Pointer sister. Milan's just showing us, honey, to mop up the competition, sometimes you gotta pull that old Swiffer sweeper out, honey, and sweep the competition right off the stage. How do you crawl in a split? Girl, you know what? You taught me a new trick. I'm going home to practice that one. And speaking of splits, oh my God, Jiggly Caliente doing any kind of splits? Oh girl, I didn't know potatoes could split. Dita Ritz versus the Princess and Nally Cole's This Will Be. You better scoop. You better scoop. You better scoop. Yes, ma'am. Miss Thing is showing us what drag is all about, honey. You gotta give it your all. And Miss Dita showed us that you can scoot a girl right on out of the competition. And kudos to Dita for giving us such a great performance, actually in front of Nally Cole. Now that's iconic. Sometimes the stunt is, honey, just showing all of your emotions on stage. Just like Latrice Royale in season 4 against Kenya Michaels. And boy, did she ever make me feel like a natural woman. The fact that Miss Thing just stood in one spot and she still won the lip sync just goes to show you. You have to know what you're doing, honey, and you have to feel the music. It's not about dancing all the time, kids. Another example is Raven and Juju in season 1 of All Stars, showing us that it's all about the emotions. When them girls started crying, oh my God, they really touched my heart. Two best friends going up against each other, ooh, that gave me all the feels. Again, it just goes to show you that the emotion sometimes is the stunt. One of the most talked about stunts in Drag Race history is season 5's Roxy Andrews wig reveal. When Miss Thing whipped her hair back and forth and took that first wig off, I nearly lost my mind. And Miss RuPaul's face said it all. Miss Thing, that took some balls. Cause if that first wig wouldn't have came off, or that second wig would've came off, oh girl, it really would have been epic then. The epic rivalry between Coco Montrese and Alyssa Edwards all came to a head when those girls had to go head up and cold-hearted snake. Yes, ma'am, Miss Coco knew just what to do with her outfit, honey. Sometimes your outfit could do all the work for you. Yes, God, honey, not even Alyssa's helicopter split could save her from those sleeves. Season 6, we have Laganja Estranja and Jocelyn Fox's Stupid Girl. Miss Laganja tried to go for a wig reveal, honey, which kinda didn't work. When Miss Laganja stretched her leg up and she was about to get ready to go in that split, Miss Jocelyn was right on them heels, honey. So sometimes the stunt is all about timing. Miss Jocelyn said, oh no ma'am, you're not gonna show me up today. Season 7, Kennedy and Katya set our pussies on fire with their rendition of Roar. Honey, it was a all-out stunt fest. This was the most epic lip sync for me. Miss Kennedy Davenport jumped off the stage and she sent Miss Katya all the way back to Russia. Sometimes, honey, you gotta go off-road to get the job done. The Davenports, honey, they always know how to turn a crowd. I love to jump off the stage and dive into a crowd. It always gets them on their feet. Everybody wants to know, does it hurt? Not unless you land on them balls, honey. But Miss Katya always puts up a fight with her split stunts, honey. When she got those legs wide open, I just lose my mind. Look at how slow Miss Thing go right into that split. That takes some real strong thigh muscles. That was one cat fight all the way to the bitter end. Meow. Hello Kitty. Up next we have Season 8's Naysha Lopez versus Layla McQueen. Layla McQueen may not be a flexible queen, honey, but she shows us that a death splat will always get the job done. When Miss Thing jumped down on her knees, I knew she felt right at home. The bitches are horny. When life gives you roller skates, oh, you just jump off the fucking stage. And that's why Miss Robbie Turner from Season 8 is my all-time favorite lip sync stunt. Not really. Just put that part in there too. Not really though. Now that was one stunt that I know for a fact that was not planned, but it sure did work, honey. And she took out about 3 or 4 light bulbs on the way. Sometimes when you've done all that you can do, the planets just align and things happen. When my beads broke on stage against my lip sync against Storgy Thor, the first thing that went through my mind was, can somebody please get a broom and sweep all these back up? I'm poor and I really need these beads. Oh yeah. Sometimes stuff just happened, y'all. I did not plan that. It just happened. At least that's what I'm gonna tell everybody. Sometimes you're not sisters, you're twins. With Alyssa Edwards and Tatianna and Shut Up and Drive from All Stars 2. Looking almost identical, these girls dropped to the floor at the same time and it made everybody lose it. Sometimes the trick is copying off people. No, I'm just playing. And we can't have a countdown of the best lip sync stunts without having me, yours truly, Miss Chi DeVayne, against Naysha Lopez and call me, yeah. I have to admit, I was a little afraid with her being Miss Continental and all, but oh, I wore her ass out. No one can stand up to my front walkover, honey, and my famous backflipping heels. I really pulled out all the stops. I gave that girl a death drop. I gave her a death splat. I gave her all she wanted. Miss Thing couldn't handle me. I'm sorry, girl, but somebody had to go home, and it wasn't gonna be me. So kids, what have we learned today? Comment below on your favorite stunts from RuPaul's Drag Race. Don't forget to subscribe to WOW Presents.